You guys, I'm so frustrated. I filmed, edited, and began to upload a video of Liz and I doing like winter essentials from her closet in her room, only to delete the video. So here I am at the end of day 4 for Vlogmas with everything done, edited, rendered, but then I deleted it all permanently from my computer. I've got flexi rods in my hair from what I wanted to do yesterday, and I don't know what to do. Like, I'm going to definitely re-record that video, but I can't re-record it tonight. I'm not a professional vlogger. My hobby is my prison tonight because I really am committed to doing something all the days, but what can I do? I'm seeing if the scan right here doesn't work. Like if I can't solidly recover the files, I'm just going to give up. But I mean, I'm going to give up on looking for the files, and I'll have to find something really, I don't know what I can do to replace it. Try to record it early in the morning and get Vlogmas out to you later in the day. Just know that if you do see a video of my daughter and I, Elizabeth and I, it's because I re-recorded it. So frustrated right now. I also look bald, but I'm not bald. I've been happier. That's a fact. Let's see what I can accomplish. I'm not feeling super confident that I can accomplish anything, but you never know. Okay. You don't have to pose. You have to be natural. Okay.
It's sort of hard to be natural when you're staring at a digital self.
I understand. Oh. Hi you guys, this is Irene and I'm in my eldest daughter Elizabeth's room. I will be doing a tour of this room. It's literally the most adorable room ever. It is exactly what I would want if I were her age, which makes sense because Elizabeth is my one child that is probably the most like me. She's literally like my personality clone. And so this haul should be pretty fun. Well, it's not really a haul. It's more like winter essentials, our top 3. I'm not going to go through all the clothes that we got the kids for winter because it would just be too much, but we did pick some of our favorite top picks that we got for winter. So I will let Elizabeth start.
My first pick is a cable knit sweater dress with ruffles and the front, and it's from Carter's.
Yeah, it is from Carter's. Gap makes a cable knit dress too that's fairly reasonably priced. I think it's around $50 or $60. I didn't buy them because I wanted to wait, but I think I will go back and get white cable knit sweater for Christian and then white cable knit dresses for the girls from the Gap. To me, this is like throw on clothes. Like if you are just needing to get out the house, but you want your daughter to look really put together, they can throw these on. Liz has a pair of boots that come like just below the knee, and this dress hits just below the knee, so she could wear, like, you know, be covered fully leg, because we don't wear pants as a rule, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So 99.9% of our clothing are skirts. I think Liz may have one pant outfit and a sweatsuit in her closet, like for travel.
I also have my tunic dress.
Yeah, and she also has like a tunic dress with like pantaloons, but like 3 things out of her whole wardrobe. So when we're talking winter and we're talking dresses for little girls, I think I agree with Liz on this, that a cable knit dress, preferably like in a natural fabric. So this one is 100% cotton, I'm pretty positive, or I wouldn't have bought it. Yeah, I don't see the fabric content, but I know myself. And yeah, it's actually not. It's like 60% cotton, 40% acrylic. So probably I wouldn't have purchased this had I realized that. But I think I bought it because it was a really good deal and a really simple dress. But that's okay. Moving on to my first, which I will let Liz decide which of my first we're going to go for.
The ugliest one.
The ugliest one? Okay. Liz basically hates this dress.
It's not stylish.
Okay, apparently it's not stylish, but I love this dress. This is 100% cotton, and it is a corduroy dress. It's really, really thick. It's nice and plain. For me, we tend to dress up like as a rule. Definitely when we go out, people assume that we are going to an event or doing something. Don't you get that a lot? Like, did you just take pictures or come from church? Or so we get that a lot when we go out because we do dress up. I think we have a visitor. Who's our visitor? Okay, have a seat. My baby is our visitor. So we do tend to get people thinking that we dressed up a lot when we go out, when in reality, this is literally just how we dress every single day. I just am a person that likes to be a little bit more dressed up in my day-to-day life. With that said, I also have to be practical. So especially in the winter, if we're going to the park or something like that, which I think we'll definitely be doing today, if we're going to the park or anything like that and it's cold outside, dresses like this are great. These are great because you can play in them. They're an easy wash. It's a very durable fabric. It's nice and warm. And so even though it's not her favorite thing because it's not stylish, it is definitely my favorite thing, and definitely to me a winter essential because it's very practical and it really is pretty. Like with a pretty bow, a nice top, which is one of my next or my very next essential, then this really pulls together quite nicely. So she doesn't like it because it's not stylish, but
it is warm. I'll say that.
It is warm, and I think that that is really pivotal, especially if you have children that are not wearing, little girls who aren't going to be wearing pants in the winter, and the colder your climate is, the more important it is that they are able to stay warm. So that is my second.
By the way, if we're going to the park today, I'm wearing this with my red turtleneck.
Okay. See? It's not stylish, but she wants to wear it today.
Or I could wear this
Sit down.
on the next hand. Okay, this is a plaid. No idea what fabric it is. Dress.
It's wool. It's 100% wool with
Really?
Yes, with with a satin lining.
That's no satin.
It's satin, yeah. Well, all satin is real satin. I think she means, is it like a silk satin or something like that? And yeah, this is definitely 100% wool. So this is, oh, it's a wool blend. I take it back. Look, I don't know anything. It's a wool blend. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, it has ruffles at the bottom, and my favorite phrase, it's stylish.
Okay, so I agree. I love this dress. Honestly, when I saw this dress, I thought of my daughter. I love the ruffle design that's at the bottom. It has like just the cutest flouncy bottom. I love the fact that it was wool, so to me this really translates into a winter dress. It is a wool blend. This particular dress is by Neiman Marcus, and I love this dress. It's called Helena, in case you're interested in buying it for your little one, and it has a little sash, which I'm a fan of. This is more grown up than I would normally allow her to wear. Wouldn't you say that?
Yes.
I favor dresses more like this for young girls. So this dress that she has on is by Brooks Brothers, which literally to me, Brooks Brothers is like the dream for everything dress for little girls. They have the best cardigans and dresses and skirts. I just basically love Brooks Brothers. In fact, when I do this, I'm doing the same video with Isabella. My favorite piece that I bought all winter, other than the girls' full coats, other than the girls' fur coats, is in Bella's closet. I'm absolutely in love with this outfit I got her from Brooks Brothers, so I can't wait to share it with you guys. But this is definitely really pretty, and she has not had a chance to wear this yet. Have you worn this yet?
No. In that case, I'll wear this out.
You can't play in the park in this.
Wait a minute, I'm allowed to play?
If we go to the park, I'll let you play.
Oh, thank you.
Technically, they're on punishment, so the park is a surprise because everybody's in trouble. We have root beer gate going on in my house. My eldest child brought root beers here, and one of the root beers disappeared, and nobody's owning it, so everybody has been in trouble. Well, okay, my 4-year-old owned it, but he can't really get the bottles open. They're this weird kind of German cap that like has to be pulled and slipped around and like pulled off, and then there's like another kind of, I can't describe it, but let's just say that a 4-year-old didn't get into that. I can barely open them as an adult. So it's this one or the other one, and nobody's fessing up. So they've been on punishment. But with that said, yeah, really cute. I love it, but it's not anything that you can play in the park in.
Yeah. Okay, for your second one.
Yeah, so for my next pick is actually on my daughter, and it is these long sleeve shirts. I actually showed you guys this in my wardrobe essentials when I did Christian's closet. So obviously Liz does not have the same ones that Christian has. His are for little boys. Hers are kind of ruched here at the collar area, and or I should say at the neck, because it doesn't have a collar, at the neck area. But to me, these long sleeve shirts are definitely essentials for little girls. My daughters are not allowed to wear sleeveless clothing. Is that true?
Yes.
They are not allowed to wear sleeveless clothing, and so because they cannot wear sleeveless clothing, what I try to do is either have a t-shirt under dresses like this for the summer, or I like to have these long shirts are great for the winter. And although this dress does have a very corduroy look, it's not actually a corduroy dress, but I wish I could show you this dress close up. This dress is really stunning. And
it's covered in polka dots.
It is covered in
textured ones.
Yeah, it is covered in textured polka dots, which is really, really nice. And as you can see, it's been able to be pulled off in the wintertime because we have these long sleeve shirts. So I think these are really, really good. You can get them in many colors. I believe I got these from Carter's or maybe Osh Gosh Bagosh, which is basically the same store.
You got it from Carter's.
Yes, which is basically the same store. So, yep. That is my second pick.
My third pick is this merino wool sweater, and I just like it because it's stylish and warm.
Okay, so yeah, as she said, this is by Carrick Dawn, and it is 100% merino wool. This sweater is really, really thick. And when I got this sweater, I really envisioned her wearing it with these skirts that I got from Bon Point. We actually had to send 2 of them back because they were
micro minis.
They were micro minis. I was like, who makes a skirt for a little girl that barely covers their crotch? I mean, it was very like back to like Shirley Temple-esque, where she wore those little tiny dresses, but like on an 11-year-old. And I just was horrified because that is risque for an adult to wear, no less a child. But fortunately, we were able to keep the skirt from Bon Point. Can you go grab it?
Sure.
Thanks. So fortunately, we were able to keep one of the skirts from Bon Point. Bon Point makes really beautiful clothing, and I'm pretty sure the skirt is a wool skirt as well. Oh, yeah. I see your
Mom.
drawers definitely need to be dealt with. So here goes the skirt that we kept. It's very wrinkled because she shoved a skirt that's like a $200 skirt into her drawer. So that's gratitude for you. This is a very expensive skirt that she shoved into her drawer and completely wrinkled. But this skirt is from Bon Point, and as you can tell, it would make such a cute outfit with this sweater, and she would be snug as a bug if she wore a nice pair of thick stockings, which would also make my essentials list. On a side note.
I wish this wasn't white. That way I could wear it to the park.
But yeah. I absolutely love this, and this is super, super cozy, as you can imagine, and it's really, really thick. So I have to agree with her as that being a winter essential. So my final one is probably the best one, and arguably, perhaps this is not exactly an essential, but it was essentially something I wanted to buy for my girls. So when I was young, my mom would buy me fur coats. I remember when I got my first fur coat, I was actually younger than Elizabeth. I was probably like around 6 years old. And my first coat was a rabbit fur coat. And so for me, I really wanted to see my daughters in furs when I wear mine. And so I bought each of the girls a rabbit fur coat. Can you try this on for me? I feel like, okay, maybe it's not an essential, you guys, but I have to throw it on my essentials list because I think it is just a moment for a little girl to get their first fur coat. And I think a lot of times we feel that fur is inaccessible, but rabbit fur is really not that expensive. I saw a black one when I was looking for fur coats. I saw a black one in my youngest daughter's size, which I was buying her a size 12, even though she's only going to be 9. I saw a black one for her at the price of $199 at Neiman Marcus. It was on sale. So like it is accessible. Like if you have a little girl and you want to do something really kind of over the top for her, you can definitely find reasonably priced fur coats. This one has a hood. Isabella's does not have a hood, which was a downside, but I can always buy her a separate like little muffy type hood for her head. And I absolutely love this. It's beautiful and I cannot wait for them to wear it. It hasn't gotten cold enough. We did have our first snowfall, but then it like all melted. So it's actually really sunny and pretty outside right now. But nevertheless, that is my final.
Not very pretty. All the leaves are gone.
Okay, apparently it's not very pretty.
And they're rotting everywhere.
Apparently it's not pretty because the leaves have fallen off the trees or they're starting to. And she says they're rotting everywhere. We are not used to being in a place that has all the seasons. So this is really our first time being somewhere where all of the seasons kind of show themselves. And so it's really, really interesting for us. And apparently she's appalled at bald trees because she's not used to seeing bald trees, because where we lived in California before we moved into this house, and also our house in Texas, I don't think we've ever were at the house in Texas during like the season change. I feel like we were either in the house in Texas during the summer or during the winter. So
we had one snowfall.
Yeah.
We had 2 snowfalls. And it was about like this much snow.
Yeah.
We only had 2 snowfalls.
Yeah, I think so. When we were in California,
And the first snowfall, we didn't get the main one, and the last one, we did.
Yeah, so when we were in California, in the Bay Area, there is no seasons really. When we were up north, it did snow, but we missed fall. So this is the first time we've been at a house where we are there from summer until winter, and we actually experienced the season change. And so like I said, she's pretty mortified that all the trees have no leaves, because I don't think in her life she's ever actually seen trees that are leafless in real life. Have you?
Unless they're dead.
Apparently, unless they're dead. So this is a bit of an experience for us all. It's very like cliche autumn. And so, well, I guess it's technically winter, but it's still like autumn where we are. So yeah, that pretty much concludes our winter essentials list. I cannot believe that we had to record this video again. I'm literally shocked and appalled.
Are you gonna put it back in the trash?
I'm not going to throw this away, y'all. I cannot record this video a third time. And it also means that I am behind in my recording, right? Because I was trying to be ahead of the game with recording a day ahead. And I'm literally making, like, today, hi, this is real time. I'm literally recording this video the same day that it goes out, which was definitely, like, not the plan. But it's okay. It's fine. We'll be good. I'm going to stop rambling, because I have to record tomorrow's video too and make it look like I didn't record in the same day. So let's just pretend that this little hiccup didn't happen. And also, bear with me, guys. I'm not a professional vlogger. I've never done Vlogmas. So hopefully I will get a lot of practice making videos. And as the month goes on, next thing you know, I'll be ready for prime time. And you know, I'll be out here like the real vloggers, like vlogging my life away. But for now, we're just struggle vlogging. So yeah, I will talk to you guys on Vlogmas Day 6.
Ciao. Bye.
Okay, you can push that.